Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is day 2 at RockStock 2017. Everybody just finished up breakfast and hopped inside as the education begins. On tap today, we have a bunch of great continuing education. You're gonna see some interviews with some docs that are RockTape affiliated, some docs that are really out there in the field doing a great job in pushing our profession forward, and I cannot wait. Day 1, it was all about this right here. Mohawk is out. It is their new tool. It dropped yesterday. I know there's been a ton of excitement, and you can find it right now at the RockTape website. So day 1 of RockStock is in the books. It was awesome. Day 2, we are just firing it up, and I can't wait to share with you what is going on here in Huntington Beach. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are here live at RockStock 2017, and we have the special guest we've all been waiting for, Dr. Steve Capobianco, Medical Director at RockTape, and really a big driver for what's going on in the soft tissue world, in the neuromuscular world, and beyond. And we were just talking, you are all over the place traveling. Before you start traveling, how has RockStock been for you?
And it keeps me in one place for the weekend, which is nice. And look at where we're at. I'm sure it's been said already, you know, Huntington Beach, California for a lecture like this, outside and in, has been spectacular. I just think this has been the best one yet. This is our 5th summit that we've held. We've had it in multiple different places around the country, and this one is by far the best one yet. And we've had I'm going to be partial to this, but I think we've had the best lineup, from manual therapists to thinkers, and those that are just challenging us to, as we discussed earlier, about improving the diversity of the knowledge that we have, as well as the tools that we're putting in our hands. Was just a perfect mix this year. I couldn't be happier.
And I loved, and we just kind of talking about this a little bit. What did you talk about? What was the theme of the weekend?
Well, the theme of the weekend was about the human breath, and we wanted to focus our attention on what are the tools, what are the messages, what are the tactics that we could use to be able to better breathe more optimally, how to identify them, how to treat them, and how to correct them, or is the main theme. And then we brought in a wild card with Brett Bartholomew, who's a world-renowned strength and conditioning coach, to be able to talk about how do you get buy-in. And what I mean by that is that I could tell someone that their breathing is compromised and that the breathing matters, but if they don't buy in, it doesn't really matter. And so having a guy like that to be able to communicate how to communicate, it was just awesome. I just couldn't be happier.
Give me your top 2 take-home messages from this weekend for all the docs out there that weren't able to make it this year. What are the take-home messages? What drives to the core of what you do and gets you excited as a clinician that was talked about this weekend?
I'm going to expand one more.
Nice.
There's 3 things that I had to leave one. I couldn't leave one out. So one, understand that breathing drives a lot of the function that we have when it comes to movement. So you need to know how to identify it, and you need to know how to understand it to be able to explain it. Number 2 was to better communicate, to communicate best with your patients and your athletes and your clients, to be able to get them to do what you want them to do, improve compliancy. And lastly, how to collaborate. We bring the smartest, most passionate, coolest people to an event like this every year. This year we're doing it in the sun, and we have a lot of friggin' fun and share ideas and concepts, and it's a blessing every time I do this.
I feel happy just to be a small part of it. So thanks for doing all the hard work so we get to come and enjoy it. And I know everybody everybody out there that's been watching along. Again, there's been a ton of excitement for the new tools.
Cool.
And anybody that might have been on the fence, when they see the production of what you guys are able to do, not only from an education standpoint, but from an inspiration standpoint and from a fellowship standpoint, I thank you. So
well, thank you for
Steve.
being
You
here.
got it. I am here with Dan Lord. He manages physical medicine at Crossover Health. If you have not heard of Crossover Health yet, you are going to right now, but I think you're going to hear a lot from them and about them as the next 12, 18 months unfold, and the growth has been crazy. Dan, thanks for taking the time and hanging out.
Yeah, good to be here.
Thank you. And I know you and I were talking a little bit. What got me so excited, and I think what everybody that's going to watch should really pay attention to, is everybody's frustrated with insurance, everybody's frustrated with diminishing returns, and really at Crossover you guys have a super unique model. Wait, there's cash, there's insurance, and there might be another way?
Yeah, exactly. It's really the sweet spot. We're here at RockStock, and it's the reason I love RockStock is an integrated community here. There's physical therapists and chiropractors and treatment coaches. They're all like-minded, and so we know that there's this perfect architecture to deliver healthcare. But the problem a lot of time is the business side of it. How do you make it work and make money, really, delivering thorough healthcare where you're really moving people into active care and giving them and empowering them to do the right things. Right. So Crossover, I think, has really found a sweet spot where instead of saying we're going to bill CPT codes or in a fee-for-service environment, instead we're contracting with companies and saying, hey, how about outcomes? We'll show you great outcomes, and then if we do a good job, then pay us for that. Right. So it's a different angle, and it allows us to be a lot more free with how we deliver our healthcare, because if our North Star is the patient, right? If we make the patient really happy and the patient gets better faster, it's good for us, which seems kind of straightforward, but we're actually making it happen. So that's what I'm excited about.
One other aspect I think which is important is that you guys you get to practice chiropractic. Like you get to adjust patients and really focus on that, and you don't have to see 80 people a day to keep the lights on. You can really take your time, and you tell me a little bit about kind of your appointment times and how you can dive deep and maybe do some soft tissue, do some adjusting, do what the patient needs based upon what they present with and your skill set. Is that correct?
Crossover is giving chiropractic an incredible opportunity. We are portal of entry. There's no referral. There's nothing preventing a patient from going directly to the chiropractor. And we are trusted as a member of that team to perform the stuff that we know how to do best. We're fixing backs and spines and necks through chiropractic adjustments, through all the tools that you learn in school. And guess what? We're leading the charge. We are leading the charge, and we're showing how much value evidence-based chiropractic has in these environments.
And how long have you been doing it for?
It's 5 years now. It's
been
5 years now. So, and it seems like 20 years, but also seems like 2 months because I'm having so much fun. It's the way practice should be. I'm really hoping that this is the future because it's all about the patient. And guess what? When you do that, chiropractic is amazing. And our tools are a key part of this integrative approach.
Dan has been working hard kind of behind the scenes, as I would say, for over a half decade at this point. You guys have got to check out Crossover Health. Really, the aspect of how chiropractic can be integrated into a total healthcare system, it's at the tip of the iceberg, and Dan's the guy who's leading the charge with Crossover. Thanks for taking the time.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Hey, what's going on? We are wrapping up RockStock 2017. It has been a great weekend of fun, of education, and really the topic was all about breathing. Not only is it essential for life, but it is essential for performance, for active care, for rehab, and really to recovery. And that is applicable to everybody, whether they are a performance athlete, whether they are a desk jockey, or anybody in between. Breathing is an essential component of it, and I have to say, all the crew at RockTape put together the highest quality education that I have ever been to regarding breathing and its importance and its clinical application. So we're about to have a lot of fun. You've checked out everything that we've been after this weekend, everybody that we've talked to this weekend, and all the fun that we have had. It is the last after party. We're gonna go hang out. I hope you've enjoyed the ride, and I can't wait to be back next year. Check out Mohawk, check out Rock Floss at rocktape.com.